Hello viewers, welcome to the program Safe Life. I am Kathy Ishimge, and today we are all about breast cancer awareness. And with me, I'm having Nambiru Joyce from Uokaso. You're most welcome to the show. Please say hello to the viewers.
Thank you, Kathy. My name is Nambiru Joyce from Uganda Women's Cancer Support Organization, in brief known as Uokaso. I'm happy to be here and to be here with Kathy.
All right, straight away, please give us a little background of the organization and when and why it was started.
Thank you, Kathy. Uokaso, Uganda Women's Cancer Support Organization, was started in 2006 by women who were cancer patients by that time. So there were 5 women who are undergoing treatment at Uganda Cancer Institute. So they decided to have some time and be together to talk about the disease they were treating. So after that, they came up with a group which afterwards became an organization. So they wanted to be meeting and have a chat and counsel each other. So afterwards, it became an organization.
Okay. Well, apart from supporting each other, what are other activities that the organization is running?
Okay, after being started to be an organization, there are many activities that we now do. First of all, as I've told you, they were 6, but afterwards they started including other patients, other survivors. So we are now many, up to almost 200 plus survivors who are members of Uokaso. So to become a member of Uokaso, you just pay a subscription and a membership, which is 50,000 per year, and you become a member. As long as you are a patient, a cancer patient, or a survivor, you can become a member. We have many activities that we do as Uokaso, and these include counseling. We do counseling, we counsel patients and their families from hospital and from their homes. We do community outreaches where we go to the community and sensitize them because we want them to know about cancer. As you know, cancer can be treated and cured. So we want to go out and tell them about cancer, and then they screen, because many times when you go in to do outreach in the community, we go with a medical team. Okay. Whereby as Uokaso, we do sensitization and the medical team does the treatment, the screening and whatever.
Okay.
We also do patient navigation, which is patient follow-up.
Okay.
The way we do it is that when you get a patient, we try to follow that patient to see, we go up to their homes to see how they are faring with the treatment and whatever, because many patients sometimes they drop out. So we always want to keep in touch with them to enable them, to help them not drop out, so that they can finish their treatment and become survivors and still do their work.
Okay. And what are the major causes or the common causes of breast cancer?
Okay, cancer in general, we cannot say that this is the cause of that disease. For example, if you have breast cancer, they cannot come out and tell you that you got this breast cancer because of this. So there is no one particular cause of cancer, but there are what we call risk factors. There are risk factors whereby if you do some of these things, you may get cancer or you may not get cancer. So the risk factors include things like smoking, and as you know, smoking, you may not be smoking yourself, but the people around you who are smoking, so it can also affect you.
You literally are also smoking passively?
Yes, passively. And we also have diet. The way we eat also can cause the body to produce cancerous cells. Because cancer, it is your body cells that become abnormal. They start to do things which are abnormal. So whenever those cells become abnormal, where they start becoming abnormal is where you get the cancer. So if the abnormality starts from the breast, then you get the breast cancer.
Okay.
Because every part of your body can get cancer. So it is where the abnormalities start from where you get the cancer.
Okay.
There is also over drinking. Alcohol can also cause cancer.
Ooh.
Then the lifestyle. Do you do exercises? Because an inactive body can also cause cancer. Then there is also other diseases, other infections which can cause cancer. Like if you have HIV and your body is weak or your immunity is low, you can get other types of cancers.
True.
For example, there is this type of cancer called cervical cancer, and in fact it is the commonest cancer in women in Uganda, cervical cancer. But if you have other illnesses and your immunity is low, you help that virus which brings cancer of the cervix to grow, and eventually you get the cancer.
Okay. Well, you talked about a few indicators. I would like to know those few indicators that one could tell that probably they are maybe likely to get cancer, or maybe the breast cancer, literally the breast cancer. Those few things that I shouldn't ignore in case I am seeing them on my body.
First of all, with breast cancer, many people think that it affects only women. But for breast cancer, it is for both women and men.
Okay.
You must know your breasts. How do they look? What is the size of your breasts? What is the color of your breasts? What is the skin of your breasts? So whenever you see any change, it is advisable that you go and see a doctor. We must check our breasts every month.
Okay.
Every month you must check your breasts. As I've said, this applies to both men and women. So if you are a man or a lady who is in menopause, you get 1 day in a month and check your breasts. For example, you can say that I'll be checking my breasts every first day of the month or every last day of the month. So you do that every month. If you are still going in your periods, you count 10 days after your periods, and then you check your breasts.
Okay.
You check the size, you check the color, you check the skin, you check the nipple. Where does your nipple point? Is it the normal way? Has it been like that? Like if your nipple has been pointing like this, and you see it pointing the other way or folding inside, so that one is an abnormality.
Okay.
You must go and see a doctor. Then another thing, we always tell people to check their breasts using their fingers. You use these 4 fingers here and you massage your breast to see whether there are things which are like stones, small stones, like a seed of a cowpea. So you check and see whether you have such things in your breast.
Okay.
So the way you do it, I said you count 10 days after your periods. You check yourself. You can use a mirror, and first of all you undress yourself. You look into the mirror and you straight look at your breasts.
Okay.
There you can clearly see the size, the color, the skin texture. Then when you are checking for the things like stones, like small stones, like seedlings, you check and see what is inside the breast using your fingers. So
how am I able to differentiate from those small how are they called, the small other things that develop apart from the normal breast tissues?
Okay, you can detect them using your hand. I mean using your fingers. You can do it while standing or while laying on your bed. You put one of your here, so that your breast protrudes very well. Then you use these fingers to massage the breast. So you massage around the breast. If that thing is there, you will feel it.
Okay.
So you massage and go up to your armpits. Because in some women, they start from the armpits.
Okay.
You may not have it in the breast, but you have it in the armpit. And another dangerous thing is that many times they don't pain.
Okay.
So you will find women saying, me, I have my thing here, but it doesn't pain. So you don't wait for the pain. As long as you feel that thing inside your breast, run
it
to the
is
hospital.
abnormal, so it should just be as smooth as, it should just feel the normal breast tissues,
Yes.
but not anything abnormal.
Yes,
Anything abnormal, you run to the doctor.
True.
Ah, okay, that's good. Well, we believe breast cancer comes with a lot of difficulties, and then there is that trauma that it brings when maybe you have to undergo chemo or anything. It really brings a lot of trauma. How do you help people deal with it?
First of all, when you get a cancer diagnosis, that the day that you're told you have cancer, it is not like any other day.
Yes.
And you live to remember that day until you go to meet your God. Because even the doctor who is telling you that you have the disease, he also takes time to tell you, because they know what it means.
True.
So from the very day you're told you have cancer, your trauma starts from there. Because you start thinking about your children, if you have children, about your family, about your work, so it is a big thing. But as Ukaso, what we do, first of all, we counsel these patients. And the good thing, because we are survivors, we have gone through it. So we give them our stories, how we have gone through it. So we try as much as possible to comfort them. We know it is not a simple procedure. It is first of all, it is a long treatment. It is not a treatment that you will get in 1 day or 1 month or 1 year. Sometimes it takes a long time. So we counsel them. We tell them what to do. We follow them. That's why I told you that some of the activities we do is to follow up our patients.
Okay.
So we follow them up to their homes, up to the hospital. Sometimes we even accompany them to the hospital, at least to show them where they can get this from, and we even counsel the family. Because when you get cancer, it does not affect you alone.
Yeah.
It even affects the whole family.
True.
So we give counseling to the patients and then their families.
Okay. Well, we would never know if you haven't been through something. Are you yourself the victim?
Yes, I am.
Well, how did you receive the news, and how are you managing throughout?
Okay, thank you, Kathy. True, as I've told you, the news because now you are a patient, so that telling you the news that you have cancer, it is something that is very, in fact, I cannot tell you that it is like this, but it is something that it is very sorrowful, very annoying. You will ask yourself questions which you don't have answers. But as for me, when I was told that I have cancer, I cried. I cried, and the doctor let me cry. I cried, but because I had no answers, I had many questions running in my head, which I had no answers to.
Sure.
So after crying, the doctor was telling me, you'll be fine. Of course, you think it is the normal way, because they always tell us you'll be fine. But now you're asking, how will I be fine? Because first of all, like for my case, I had never seen anyone who had survived the cancer.
Oh my
So
God.
for me, cancer was death. And I think even other people
If for the general public, yes.
Yes.
We assume the moment you have cancer, you're gone, you're dead.
Because even the people that come to visit us, the things they tell us, the things they talk when they come to see us, it is like, you're now going, what have you done? What have you prepared for your children? For example, for my case, there is a guest who came to see me and asked me that, do you think for you will survive like for a month? Don't you think you're going to die? Do you think you will survive? Then I was like, why can't I survive? Because by that time, at least I had seen some survivors. And the reason why I love Ukaso so much, because my first patient, my first visitor was our Ukaso member. So when she came to visit me, she counseled me, she showed me her scar, because after the diagnosis, they tell you the procedure that you will go through for the treatment. And one of the procedures is surgery, where they cut off your breast.
Yes.
So when the doctor tells you that they will cut off your breast, now your mind go somewhere now else. Because you think first of all, you've never seen anyone whose breast has been cut. So the only thing you think of is death. Because even when we were growing, they were telling us, don't let anyone touch your breast. Don't let anyone box your breast, because you will die. So now you think of, what if they cut it? Will I survive? How will the hole be? So when she showed me her scar, I said, now I can do it.
Okay, I would like to understand something. For me, and probably for some other people who have the same kind of thinking that I have, we think that by the time you're told that you have breast cancer, it's automatic that the breasts will have to go off. And probably if they do cut them, it may spread to some other parts of the body. I would like you to throw more light on that and help the people out there understand this better.
Okay. As I've said, there are procedures for treatment, and one of them is the surgery. In some cases, they cut off the breast. In other cases, they just remove that swelling.
Okay.
That one is called the lumpectomy. They remove that swelling. But maybe we can ask ourselves, why do they cut off the breast?
Yes.
The main reason they cut off the breast, because they don't want the cancer to spread.
Yeah.
Now they cut off the affected part, so that it doesn't go to other parts of the body. That's why they cut off the breast, just to save your life.
Okay.
That is the reason.
And we've seen in some cases whereby they have cut, but again, they probably delayed. What exactly happens where they cut, but again after some few days or some few weeks or months, you again go back and you're told that it has spread?
You know, cancer has stages. There are early stages and advanced stages. And sometimes probably they cut off the breast when the cancer has already spread some parts of the body.
Okay.
Yes. So that one may need a medical doctor to talk about it more. But what I know is that when they cut off your breast, they are trying to help you survive. They are trying to help you so that the cancer does not spread.
Okay. Take us through the different challenges that you've been facing as cancer patients, breast cancer patients mainly, and maybe from the different patients that you keep having here and there. I believe you have, and then the challenges that you're facing as the organization.
Okay. As patients, of course, we have challenges which may differ.
Yes.
But the commonest challenges, first of all, with breast cancer, as we have said, they cut off the breast. Now the first challenge, when they cut off the breast, how will you move as a woman?
Sure.
What will you do? Secondly, how will your family look at you? If you are married, will your husband still take you on? because we have seen some women who have been rejected, who have been abandoned by their husbands because their breasts were cut off, even their family. Because this treatment does not take a little time. You know, and secondly, it is expensive.
Definitely.
Because at first maybe you may be having your small money, you spend that money, it gets over, then you start going to ask for help from your family, and they also get to get tired of that, and eventually they may reject you, they may abandon you. Another challenge is our places of work. Because you will be off and on. Some employers will stop you from work. So that one is also a challenge. Another challenge, if you have children and you're spending your money on treatment, now these children will lack school fees. They may stop going to school. As a mother, seeing your children at home, you're sick,
it's the most painful
your children are not going to school, your husband has abandoned you, so the trauma is really, really big. And that's one reason why some of these patients don't survive, because of that trauma.
Yeah, definitely. Well, let's run quickly through the challenges that the organization could be facing.
Okay, as an organization, because we do a lot of work, one of our most challenges is finances. Because like if you're to go and visit patients, you need some kind of transport to go and visit the patients. We have patients, you go to their homes, they are sick, they don't even have food at home. So as survivors, we try and collect some money from ourselves to help such patients. So, and we have some friends who give us like food, things in kind. They can give us food, they can give us soap, sugar. We go and give those patients. But there are times when we don't have anything, and the patients are there. In fact, they even call us to ask for treatment.
Oh my God.
Like some of them have been told to go and do a scan, but they don't have the money. So they will call you. I've been told to do a scan, but I don't have the money. And for you as an organization, you don't want them to drop out of the treatment. But now, if they don't have anything to eat, if they don't have money to take them to hospital, now it is a challenge.
Definitely. Well, despite all the challenges, I believe there are a number of achievements that you look at and you say, wow, we've really come from far. Kindly mention some of those achievements that you've seen throughout from the time you began to now.
Okay, our main achievement is when we see a patient from the time of diagnosis to a time of survivorship.
Wow.
So, because like me, we have departments in our organization. We have a department which goes to visit these patients. So you see these patients from that time they get their diagnosis. So when you meet a patient who has survived for more than 5 years, and you started with her, you really feel good. It is an achievement.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, what are some of your future plans as Wokaso?
First of all, we would want to see a Uganda which is free of cancer. We may not achieve it today or tomorrow or the other day, but that is our main goal. That is what we want to see.
Okay.
Yes.
That's really nice. Well, what is your appeal to the public and probably the government? And as you're mentioning this, you also give out your last remarks to mainly the growing generation, the upcoming one, because most times we really don't want to even know what's happening around us. We don't pay attention to ourselves and our bodies. Just a little bit of advice to a young girl growing, or maybe a young man growing out there. They say it's mainly for us, but then they forget the men.
Okay. Dear viewers, my big appeal is that we go and do checkups. As women, let's go and do checkups. Let's let us look at our diet.
Mm.
Don't just eat anything.
Okay.
You eat things that will help your body. Then with alcohol, because like the youth, alcohol is
We are consuming alcohol
much.
like there's no tomorrow.
Yes. If you can avoid alcohol, please do. If you can't, you take in bits.
Okay.
The same applies to smoking, because those are some of the things that really cause cancer. So if they can go off smoking, alcohol, it will be the best.
Okay. Maybe you can thank your partners, or probably in case there's anybody out there who would like more information, probably you should also share the website where they could get more information.
Okay, anyone who would want to find us, we are located at Kamocha at the Catholic Parish, Kamocha Catholic Parish. That is where our office is. We have a website which is www.ucaso.org.ug.
Okay.
That is our website. But anytime our office is open from Monday to Friday from 8 to 4 every day.
Okay.
So we are there. Anyone can come and find us. We would like to thank UBC
It's our pleasure.
for this program. Thank you so much. Then our other partners, we have many. I may not mention one by one,
Definitely.
but at least they should know that we are very grateful. We thank our friends. We have friends who donate to us. As they donate to us, we also go and give our patients. So thank you so much.
Well, it was really nice having you on the show.
You're welcome.
Okay. Well, like you all had, let's all look at the different things that we take in and try not to just ignore our bodies. Let's all be aware of our breasts and everything that is surrounding us on our bodies. I've been Ishimwe Kathy on the program Safe Life. Your life is your responsibility. Stay blessed.